Good morning and welcome to Livestream 101. For those of you who are interested in learning how to lead a live stream ministry here at St. John. I'm Pastor Tom, your illustrious host, and I'm going to walk you through how I prepare to put together a coffee time broadcast each morning. First off, you need to have your system prepared and ready to go. For me, that begins with coffee. And then after that, my computer set up. So I broadcast typically out here in our courtyard. And so I have my Mac set up, and PC doesn't matter, but there are a couple important things. First off, you need a newer computer, one that has preferably an HD video camera, so we can get highest quality as far as the picture. And then you need a strong internet connection. Wi-Fi 5G is really what you want to be able to do. Or even better, like what I've done here, is I've run an Ethernet cable from my cable modem directly into my computer, and that ensures the best possible quality for a picture while you are streaming live. The other important thing when I broadcast is my faithful canine computer companion, Buckeye, who is always here beside me when I'm working on this or a sermon. And in case things go bad, my ever popular screaming goat. All right, at this point, I will assume you have already installed Google Chrome as a browser option on your computer. The next thing is to bring up Google Chrome. Now, you will need to talk to Marc Pohlad before engaging in any of this. He is going to give you passwords for being able to log in to get into YouTube Studios. YouTube Studio is a Google product, and I have not been able to get it to work right on Mac, Safari, or Firefox browsers, so you're just best off going with Google. Now I'm going to move away from the picture here because I actually have Google set up. So I just type a single letter, S, it comes up Studio, I hit enter, and it automatically opens up Google Studio for me with all of my passwords and everything else. So super easy. The next thing here is, I'm going to shift this a little bit to get a little less glare, but we are outside, so we'll continue to kind of work with this best we can, is this opening screen here. You have the initial option of Manage, which is empty at the moment. You have Stream, which has templates that you can click on that, for example, if you are Mary Jacob and you're doing Wednesday prayer group, Mark will eventually create a template where all you do is click on this and it does all your setup information and you're good to go. I'm going to teach you how to set it up on your own without using a template. But if you're using a template, all you would simply do is go here, copy and create, and you set up your brand new broadcast for the day with all your settings done. However, at some point, you do have to do your new setups this way. So I'm going to create a web stream info here called Teaching Time. And I'm going to set this down off to the side while I type this in. And so we're going to call this Teaching Time 2. All right, now you get the camera back. So there it is, Teaching Time 2. And normally you are going to leave it set this way for public. That means when you go live, everyone sees what you're doing. However, it is helpful to do a little bit of practicing to get used to this. And this is what I did. So you can change the setting to private, and you are the only person who's going to see this video. It will be hidden from anyone else other than Mark as our administrator, and it doesn't go public at all. So that part is going to be very helpful. The next thing is schedule for later. So if you know what time your broadcast is going to be, and I'm going to say teaching time, you just hit this drop down, and I'm going to say teaching time is going to be at 2 p.m. So you scroll all the way down to 2 p.m., and there it goes. This will allow it to be listed in advance. So it will appear on YouTube, and with the links we have, it will also appear on Facebook, so folks know your broadcast is coming up and can be there in the waiting room in anticipation of you starting up. All right, then you do next. It does need to be set to no, this is not made for kids. That doesn't mean we're using potty language. It means it allows live chat to work so people can leave you comments while you're doing your video. Next is it's going to do a countdown to create a thumbnail. So smile, look pretty, and if you don't like the picture it generates, you can go right over where the thumbnail is and you can retake it, or you can upload a custom thumbnail. We are going to eventually create custom thumbnails so that every program has a cover page. So instead of necessarily me looking silly for Coffee Time with PT, it will instead say Coffee Time with PT in the church logo. So that is coming yet. And then it lists the other information here, title, category, the scheduled time that it will kick into so you can go live. It's showing that this is a private one, that there are no viewers waiting at the moment. But then we want to go to share. And with share, you have all these different places you can share this video link to, so folks are aware that you're going to be broadcasting. In our case, we only use Facebook. Mark will set this up for you to do that, but essentially you would just click Facebook, share, and then you can type in the description. Like I said, Mark will probably take care of this for you, but that's at least, you want to be able to make sure your video that you are creating is shared to Facebook, because that is how most folks are going to be driven to know that your broadcast is coming up, is they will see it on Facebook, click that link, and then move there. Then you can just click anywhere on the screen to get rid of that little menu. And then if it is not time for you to broadcast, you would click done. And you just wait until it's time for you to do your broadcast. You can close out Chrome and come back to it later. And then it will reappear here under manage when you start back up. So we're assuming now we're just getting ready to live stream. So we are back in studio. We are under manage. We've got our preview. Everything's ready to go. So countdown 3, 2, 1. Hit go live. And we are now live. It actually tells you that, which is very cool. So at this point, you are now live and broadcasting. You do want to do some things in advance to make sure lighting is good. Now, see, for me right now, the lighting is not good. I'm shaded on this side, lighter on this side, and as I move my hand, you notice how the the lighting is changing a bit. So Mark will give you some other hints, but he will tell you, like right now, I'm doing it wrong. I've got too much bright stuff behind me, and I need more bright stuff in front of me to level my facial features out. But you know, we're just gonna go with this for right now and learn from that. So you start your broadcast, you watch up here in this corner, and what you're gonna see, let me move my cursor, is right here, it will show you the number of viewers. Now, it won't show you their names as to who all is actually watching. It'll just give you a count. The little thumbs up will be that they've said that, hey, they like this. But any of those people who are online, if they post to the live chat here, their names will appear. So the only people you will know by name, so like this morning, I had 21 viewers. There were only about 10 that posted in the live chat. So I knew who they were, but I don't know who everyone else was. But that will appear in this column right here, and it will be a running stream. So for example, if you are Mary Jacob and you are leading Wednesday prayer and someone puts down in the live chat, would you please include my Uncle Harold in Tennessee who is getting treatments for cancer. And while you are doing your prayers or your broadcast, that message disappears and it moves from bottom to top. So new posts come here, older posts are at the top. You can actually come over here and use your mouse wheel or your touchpad and scroll up and down to find Uncle Harold had what, and then you go up, oh, Uncle Harold had cancer, and then you can jot that down on a notepad or what have you, and revisit that. You also can type back if you wish using this line here. I really don't make use of that simply because I'm talking. So if I'm talking to people, I can make my comments there. The other thing that will be going on while you are recording is down here. This is a microphone sound level gauge. It doesn't run during the private mode. It will when you're doing broadcast mode. So just keep an eye on that. That just reassures you that everything is being recorded. Go ahead, have fun, be yourself, follow the outline and the direction that the ministry is being shaped. Again, I would suggest you do a couple private practices to kind of get the feel of talking to yourself. You're going to have a tendency to want to look directly at the screen, like I'm doing right now, but the camera that everyone else is seeing me through is up here. So you need to take the time to focus in more on the camera and less on the video itself. You're going to move around a bit, and you certainly are going to keep an eye on the live chat over here, but just kind of keep that in mind. Go through the video. If you stumble, it's like video back when TV was live in the 1950s. You just keep rolling on. 10 to 20 minutes is probably what we're aiming at for most of our broadcasts from folks in the congregation. I do more because one, I'm the pastor, and two, I'm longer winded. So there's that going on, but have fun, invite people to participate. The thing is, we're operating out of an understanding that we are, as the church virtually, we are the church in reality. So by that, the interactiveness of the live chat is vital. We want people interacting, talking, texting each other by name, making connections, feeling connected to our ministries here. So prayer, Bible reading, the concerts, any way we get people together, you are the voice that gathers them together. Speak slowly, clearly, smile a lot, and as you practice, and it's not that hard. Most of you who are going to be leading in this have plenty of experience speaking in front of public groups. So just a matter of some self-awareness on appearance and so forth is what you need. Now this comes the important part, how you end your broadcast. There is a little button down here that says end stream. So whether you choose to end with prayer, a little comment, see you next week, whatever, say goodbye and then hit end stream. Now this is important. A little message comes up that says, are you sure you want to end your stream? What that is telling you is you are still being recorded right now. Until you hit that red button that says end, everyone still hears everything that you're saying. So if something happened in the live chat and you said, I can't believe that person said something that stupid, How can they be so dumb? That's being broadcast for everyone to see, and it's being recorded for everyone to watch again. So when you end it, don't say anything. Sit there and smile, and then very gently go to end and click end. And don't move until you see where it says stream finished and the details for your video. So in this case, the duration is 6 minutes, 37 seconds for the broadcast time. One playback, because in private mode, you're the only viewer. And the average watch time, 1 minute, 4 seconds. Those are all things that are there. Once you get to this point, the last thing to wrap up is to go edit in Studio. And it'll show you all kinds of details about the video you just created. However, the main thing to note is it the title you want? And do you want to add any descriptions? So if you want to say this was our prayer time on such and such a date, or if it's chapter by chapter, this is the reading of Matthew chapters 1 and 2, plug that in there, any relevant details. The rest of the stuff, analytics, comments, subtitles, all that, don't worry about any of that. But once you need to type something in order to save. So I'm going to type in good video. And now up in the corner, the save button's turned blue. Now I can save it. So I'm going to hit save. And now that it's saved, I can go back and I can do dismiss. My video has now been created. It is going to have Facebook information. It will appear, see now it's asking me to create a new one. It will appear in our schedule that Mark manages, and you're all set. You're done, and you can call it a day. You can go to the YouTube page and view it again. So all that is possible now. For you to be able to view what you just did for your own learning, let's see. There we go. Go to videos, and there are the 2 teaching tests that I did today. This one here, I need to, I'm going to delete. For my Uncle Harold in Tennessee, and let's see, edit video. Well, there is a way to delete it. For my Uncle Harold in Tennessee. But in your case, just view the one that you want to evaluate. And you can just hit play to view and you're all set. Then later on, it can be deleted out and you don't have to worry about it. But in this case, my morning coffee, which I completed and is public and is posted, is right there. But notice that difference. If it says nothing there, it is public. Here, it's private and only you can see it and no one else can see it online. All right, you can close out Chrome, call it a day, and you are good to go. As I said, this is just an instructional video to supplement, to give you an idea what to do, and then Mark can teach you a few more of the specifics. He can walk you through your first broadcast or two, kind of hold your hand, but once you get the hang of it, it is very easy, and it is a lot of fun. So thank you for giving your time, your talent, and your effort to continue to grow our virtual ministries to make our congregation real in its service.